Well, hello there. I'm so happy to see you, because I'm glad you're back for another Saturday with the awesome SukaPass, available on Android and Apple products with a little bit of work. I'm glad you're all here. I'm glad you took part in the poll. Wait. Beautiful. I'm glad you took part in the poll. I hadn't done the polls in a while because I had been getting so many fan suggestions. Keep them coming. Love it. Love the comments and discussion if you learned something new. If you have more information to add or just want to chat about how great the game is, leave a comment. I'm always happy to pop in if I got a spare moment, and I do try my best. Let's give the SukaPass a click. This week, the poll was, should we cover a location, not a person, but a location, when it relates to either the harbor or the towns? It was close, very close. Appreciate every vote. The winner was the harbor. It's interesting. We all have such a strong pull and fascination with the harbor. Is it just the forklifts that we love to do and spend time there? Or is it how different the environment is? When I first discovered the harbor, I was just, if you watched my latest playthrough Shenmue Let's Play, I talked about how when I got to the harbor, I was awestruck. I did not believe there would be so much more. I thought the 3 sections we had visited, Yamanose, Sakagoka, and Dowita, were the only parts we were going to see. To have this huge area with so many new activities and people, and of course my boy Goro, it was great. In any case, I'll stop rambling here. Let's click on Shenmue World. We are going to click on Places. As you can see, Ryo's hand is still holding it up there. Thank you, Ryo. Again, quick tutorial if you didn't see it before. Tap screen to dismiss. In the center, use 2 fingers to zoom in on the map. Left-hand side says Map Area Selection. Bottom middle says Display Location Details. Tap spots without a marker for any info. Bottom right says the number of locations viewed on the map. Keep in mind, everybody, the more you explore, the more you find little clues, Easter eggs, stuff that the developers, who are awesome, have added to the app to make it more interesting and fun. It's really cool. As you can see, we've started here on the Hazuki house, of course. I should do this one. Look at all the detailed elements that they do cover here. Even the tree. Oh, that tree is awesome. But we are going to be hopping to the harbor right away. There we go. Now, like I said, the app did reset on me, but the location that I know that we've already covered before, yeah, we'll leave that there for right now. I'm not going to worry too much about it. I'll try to reset it myself later on. It's interesting that even the bus stop also has a location marker on it. But what I want to talk about today is where Ryo gets his first job driving the forklift. We don't actually go to Alpha Trading Company except to get the initial job and then get paid every day. Otherwise, it's just a fun location. But let's give it a click, all right? Alpha Trading Company right there. Once you click deeper into a location, it gives us more details. Tap to show full screen images if we click on the image. Characters associated with this location. There's a bunch that come in and out to do business, but there's 2. As you can see right in the bottom left hand, it's Ryozo Yada and Azusa Kayama. If we click on, well, we'll click on the image later. Looks like we got a decent amount of text to read over here. Let's take a look. Alpha Trading Company. One of the most, if not the most, prosperous companies at the harbor. With respect to hiring, it also opens its doors to foreigners and has even been featured in a newspaper as an open-door company. I don't know if you're a company if you want that reputation. To me, that means the door's open because people are always walking out of it or getting fired. However, a disparity in viewpoints between upper management and on-site workers has led to problems, causing a headache for middle-level manager Ryozo Yada. Oh, Yada-san, he's in the bottom left. You can see his picture. He's the one who tells, Ryo, you ever driven a forklift? Well, if you break anything, it'll be deducted. So he's middle management. He's not high or low. Interesting. I guess we would be the lower level. There's somebody above Yada-san. That's interesting. Okay, next paragraph. With a jukebox in the administration office, it's a place with a sense of fun. I love this location, but I don't think, wow, this place is so much fun. Look at that. We've got construction hats. We've got dirty tables, lockers, a lady that just reads magazines all day and doesn't do any actual work. But you know what's fun in here for me? That teapot. If you've been following the channel, you know I think the teapots are awesome. Anyway, sorry, I'll get back to it. With a jukebox in the administration office, it's a place with a sense of fun. Furthermore, with its overly generous wage of up to 600 yen for every forklift load carried, whether it will subsequently go out of business is a worry. Did I read that right? Let me read that again. With a jukebox in the administration office, it's a place with a sense of fun. Furthermore, with its overly generous wage of up to 600 yen for every forklift load carried, whether it will subsequently go out of business is a worry. All right, I just wasn't reading it right. Azusa Kayama works here on the clerical staff, and there she is sitting. And like I said, even in her bio, we've covered her. She doesn't do anything. She just reads all day. And then the other staff for other parts of the business come in, show her paperwork, ask her questions, and she just kind of shrugs them off. If you look at the bottom here, it also gives us the opening hours, which are 8 a.m. to 1900 hours. Remember the trick, everybody? Take that 19, subtract 2. That takes us down to 8 and 7. Get rid of the 1, 7 o'clock p.m. Sorry. I don't know. I'm always wondering if anybody else thinks that that's a cool trick, or everybody else already knew that. I didn't know that for ages until I was in my late teens, and then somebody explained that, and I went, that's pretty cool. Let's give a tap. We can zoom in on the entire location. Excellent shot. It gives a good width of span to see the entire area. Oh, there's the jukebox right-hand corner. Remember, everybody, the jukebox makes it fun. As you know, I love my teapots. I think they are so cool, and I just love the classic look of them. On top of that is a dual space heater, as well as also being used for actually warming a hot pot. I bet you could also, cook soup on there if you had a pot and pan and stuff. Everything else is just clerical. So let's give it another tap. Listen. Listen to that. Sorry, I might be too subtle. They're putting an awesome little... Sorry, I can't do the sound effect. Anyways, everybody, that was fun. I hope you learned something new about this location. I didn't know about the whole middle management problems for poor Yada-san. I didn't know that. Also, how, if they keep paying their employees such high wages for moving the crates, how are they going to stay in business, being such an open-door company? I love the reference to hiring foreigners. That goes along with the foreigners that Rio has to deal with at the harbor. Anyways, everybody, thank you so much. Like, subscribe. Remember, new videos Wednesday, Saturday, Sunday, Wednesday, Shenmue View. Saturday, SukaPass Saturdays, of course. And Sunday, a walkthrough or a playthrough Shenmue. Sometimes I talk, sometimes I don't. I hope you all enjoy. Please keep the comments coming, either here or on other videos. Questions, concerns, something that you want to bring up. Always appreciate it. Have a good day, everybody. And don't forget, let's get Shenmue 4. Bye-bye.